What's up?
Hey, man.
I'm moving too fast.
I don't got all day, man.
I'm nervous, man. I got Darius Johnson on here, man. I'm nervous. All right. What's up? What's up, y'all? My name is Keyshawn Big Guard Hall. Today I'm here with
Jaylin RTS Sellers.
Welcome back to the second episode of Beyond the Arc, man. And today we here with
one of the top scorers in the Big 12, one of the top defensive players in the league, and also one of the best guards in the country, Darius Johnson.
Yay. DJ.
Nail it.
So y'all got jokes today, huh? Okay.
So how your day been? How you been mentally, physically? With practice starting up.
You know, everything been good. You know, I faced a little bit of adversity this summer, but, you know, I'm bouncing back, you know, getting back fully healthy. Glad to be out there with my teammates. You know, it's been fun. You know, we still got some guys that been out a little bit, but, you know, we still working through, still building the bond, still building our chemistry on the court. But I'm excited for the season. I'm excited to play along my brothers this year, and, you know, being my senior year, I'm excited to do something special with y'all.
Oh, definitely. So with it being your fourth year, you one of the guys that stayed with your team the whole year, had the transition from the AAC to the Big 12. What you think the biggest difference is, and what you think made you just want to stay at UCF these last 4 years?
Honestly, just the coaching staff, man. The coaching staff has been loyal to me ever since I got here. They've all been about helping me become a better player and a man off the court, you know. You know, it's not easy out here being in the NCAA. You know, a lot of kids, they go from school to school and thinking the grass is green on the other side, but that's not always the case, you know. So sometimes you gotta just fight through the adversity that you dealt with and get through it. But, you know, I like the staff. They let me play freely. You know, they trust me. They put the ball in my hands, and they also put a lot of great players around me to help me. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, man, I'm one of them kids that been at school to school, man, 3 different schools in 3 years.
Yeah.
But nothing wrong with it, man. I think I found my place now, though. But so how practice has been like with us and everything, and how you think it's like, you know what I'm saying, how you think we looking this year?
I like the team that we got. I think we're a well-balanced team inside and out. You know, practices have been very competitive. You know, we got a lot of talented kids and a lot of people coming in with a chip on their shoulder and got something to prove. So I feel like that's just raising the intensity in practice, and it's going to make us better. Like Coach says, iron sharpens iron. So.
Yeah, definitely. So with, like, you know, you got your dad on the coaching staff, and also your dad's close friend as head coach, which is Coach Dawkins. So, I mean, like, how do you adjust that? You know, I know you fight some things with people thinking that you came to college because your dad. Like, how do you fight those things?
Just honestly, just staying in the gym, just proving people wrong. My work ethic is what got me here. So just keeping my head down, keep pushing. You know, don't worry about what the outsiders are saying. Just staying focused. You know, it's definitely a challenge with both of them being on the staff. You know, they always gonna have my best interests at heart. All this stuff that they say is always to help me. They always gonna be on me the hardest. They always coaching me hard. So it's just something you got to deal with. It's not something I'm foreign to. My dad coached me growing up all the way till like 6th or 7th grade. So it was a little bit of break in between there. So I'm happy we was able to, you know, get that break. And
You need it, man, with Coach Johnson.
Coach Johnson.
But now it's just I look at him as another coach. So.
Oh, yeah, so I know last year one of y'all biggest highlights was beating Kansas. Probably like one of the biggest highlights of anybody's career. That's a big game. So, like, tell me, I know Hunter Dickinson, one of your guys, man. You played with him, Hunt. So tell me how that was. Like, how was it beating him, and just how was it playing him, man?
It was great. I actually played against Hunter when he was at Michigan my freshman year. So it wasn't our first time going head-to-head. But, you know, me and Hunter, we was talking a little trash before the season even started. So I would just say, you know what, Hunter, we going to see, you know, y'all got y'all name or whatever. But, you know, we coming in to shock the world this year. So and that's what we did.
Thanks, yeah.
He was talking at the game. He was a little bit mad or whatever. But, you know,
He can't even look at you eye to eye.
Yeah, he didn't want to look at me eye to eye. But, you know, we had some old coaches from around the area in the building. So we got a few photos.
Good.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have played one of my guys. I'm trying to go for 50. 50. But I know that was fun just with y'all playing with each other when y'all was younger and things like that. Because I ain't gonna lie, you was going that dude when it was time to meet him at the rim.
I got to, man. Hunter's a super talented, super good kid. You know, we went to middle school together. I watched him grow up and elevate his game each and every year. So, you know, we got another chance to compete in this show.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited
Twice,
about
man.
that. Yeah, we got him twice this year, so
Yeah.
I'm excited. We actually got a lot of DMV guys we get to play against this year.
So did you watch him? Did he watch you grow?
Oh, he trying to be funny.
Yeah.
He trying to be funny. He trying to be funny. Nah, man, I've been in the same high school like sophomore year probably.
Nothing wrong with it.
So I was wearing a size 13 since 8th grade.
Man, I was gonna say, so I know, how was it growing up playing in the DMV? Like, cause I know it's a lot of talent out there. You got Kevin Durant that came from there. You got Carmelo, right? Melo from Baltimore, right?
He went to Oak Hill, playing in Baltimore.
Man, it's just a lot of talent over there. It's crazy. So how was it playing over there?
Honestly, it's great, growing up playing in that environment. I think, honestly, it's the best area when it comes to basketball. Everyone got their own opinion, but you know what I'm saying? When you look at it,
I can't say
the
that.
DMV run it for real.
Yeah,
so it's great. We bumping every single weekend, no matter where you are. Whether you go to school in Virginia, whether you go to school in D.C. or Maryland, we come together on the weekends for AAU tournaments. So you're getting the best of both worlds. So it's been exciting.
So is you from the DMV or you from Virginia?
So I'm gonna give y'all a little background.
Yeah,
I don't get the DMV. Me personally,
Okay, so
I don't get the DMV.
In D.C., I think I
No,
get a little, because I was at Mason last
either
year.
you from D.C., Maryland, or Virginia. How can you be from all three?
I'm gonna tell you why. So
How can you be from?
the thing watch this. If I'm in DC, I can get to Virginia in 10 minutes. It's
That's
a bridge.
true.
It's a bridge that take me right across. If I'm in Maryland, it don't take me nothing but 25, 30 minutes to get to DC or Virginia. And when you got the Washington, I think I don't know the whole full name, but the WCAC is a league out there. It's one of the best leagues in the country. They got schools like Gonzaga, which is located in D.C. They got DeMatha, which is located in Maryland. And then you got Paula VI, which is located in Virginia. So you got all those schools within the same conference, but they traveling to different states to play against each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just everybody, the area is so big, but it's small at the same time when it comes to that basketball world. So me personally, I grew up in Maryland, Montgomery County, Maryland, Germantown, to be specific. But I spent most of my time in the PG and DC area with AAU basketball. I grew up playing with Team Takeover. That was my team all the way up until 8th grade until my family moved to Florida. Then I played out here with Team Chandler Parsons. But I went to boarding school in Virginia, right outside of DC, like 10 minutes from the Pentagon, called Episcopal High School. That was a school. We was in the ISC, so we played against all the private schools. So like schools like Bullis, which is a very good academic and athletic school. They're in Potomac, Maryland. And you got Episcopal, we're in Virginia. So you got schools all over different areas right there that all just come together to play against each other.
Okay, I guess I get it a little bit. I mean, your house was in Maryland, but when you bouncing around like that and going city to city when it's that close, you can't say DMV. So I can see why. It's dang sure confused me.
Yeah. I mean, if I told you, if I sent you up there for a year to go play basketball, you would understand it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because one day you may be in Maryland hooping, but the next day you may be in D.C. at another gym hooping. Like me, I was in Maryland. I grew up in Maryland, but I'm practicing in D.C.
Yeah.
At a school called Cesar Chavez, right in D.C. So.
Since we talking about like hooping back in the day, like young in high school, I know you played, like you versed Benny, one of our teammates.
Yeah.
Played Benny. Did you play Jaylin before high school?
Yeah, I played. So Jaylin was my freshman year. We spanked them.
For real?
Yeah.
They beat us.
How
They
bad?
didn't spank us. They beat us by like 10. But listen, benefit of the doubt, that was my first game with that team.
Okay.
First game. So I couldn't go in there renegade. But if you to check back and we look up, how we finished in that tournament, them last 2 games was torture. We might ain't win, but I'm talking about for me.
I mean, they didn't play us, so that all to go out the window.
How was it playing Benny?
Bro, me and Benny, we probably played against each other a lot. So when I first started off, I played with a team called Metro Sixers. And then as we got older, everyone kind of decided to break off. So Benny started off with Takeover, and he kind of just worked his way up throughout his, middle school and high school career. So, Takeover and Metro Sixers, we was always playing each other in like those AAU championships along with like the New Worlds and the DC Assault. So it was either one of them, like out of those 4 teams, 2 of them teams was probably gonna match us. So we matched up a lot. There was a lot of talented guys on his team. They probably got the best of us most of the time, but it is what it is. Watching Benny was a guard all of his career up until high school. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Benny grew a whole foot in high school throughout his whole 4-year experience.
God, give me a foot right quick.
That's what I'm saying. So Benny went from 5'9" to 6'9".
Was he still
6'10".
bouncy how he is now?
He wasn't athletic like that.
Oh man.
So when did he get them?
He got all that when he
springers?
started to grow. He started to get more athletic and stuff like that. So
I pray I had that.
I wish I could grow a foot. Man,
A foot is crazy. I ain't know he grew a foot. I need to ask him. Hey, what's that
I ain't
secret
never
sauce?
know
What
that
you was
either.
sleeping?
Yeah, I didn't know he did.
Stretching. What you was eating,
I
boy?
don't even need a foot. I just give me like 3 inches. Pause.
Man, who was the best player you played, man, coming up in high school, man? Who, like, if you had, because I know you played a lot of guys. You was one of the top recruits of UCF history. So, like, who was some of the best players? And talk about being one of the top recruits in UCF history.
Honestly,
I think he got something to get. Like, I think he got something.
Who the best player?
it was a short stint, being the top recruit. I think Taylor, man, got me coming in the next year. I think Taylor was end up, but yeah, I mean, what was the question again?
I said, who was the best player you played in high school?
I ain't gonna lie. If I told y'all this player, y'all would say it was him. But when I played against him, he didn't do nothing.
I'm just saying,
So
though.
you can
I'm
give
just
us
saying,
that
hold
and
on.
give us the player you think.
Hold on. I'm just saying, though. I'm sitting right here.
You didn't do nothing against us.
But we play against each other every day in practice.
We didn't talk about that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
He said.
In high school. Okay,
So
my
I
bad.
played Cam Reddish my freshman year in high school. He was at Westtown. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, probably that game, but he was torching.
That's
high
what
school.
I'm saying. That's why I said to everyone
Oh,
else,
man,
y'all
he
like
was
if I say the name,
embarrassing
everybody
people.
gonna say Cam Reddish, but that game, he didn't
All
do
right,
nothing.
so who was the best player you think you played against if it wasn't him?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know who he was at the time, but it was my sophomore year and it was Jonathan Kuminga. I played against Kuminga in Las Vegas, and I didn't know who he was. I wasn't really into all the rankings and stuff like that, so I was unaware. But they jumped out on us early. Coach called a timeout. He was just like, I don't know if y'all know this, but if y'all want to get looked at, y'all playing against number one kid in y'all class.
Yeah.
And I was just like who you talking about? Who is this kid?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, let me try to guard him. Mind you,
he's over you.
He's taller than me. He probably about 6'8", 6'9" already. But
He was a man.
that's just the dog in me, the pride in me. I'm like, man, let me try to see if I can do. He ain't waste no time. He went straight to the block. So
I respect him,
I was just
man.
like, you know what? Okay, yeah, he know what he doing. He gonna be a pro.
Yeah, he ain't gonna play too much.
Yeah, but it ain't. I mean,
damn,
it ain't too many
Cam,
guys.
man, you played Cam.
Yeah,
I heard so many stories about him just torching.
That's what. Yeah,
Torch
I mean,
City.
he rolled his ankle in the beginning of the game, but he still played.
Okay.
I mean, if you still gonna play the whole game, then what's your excuse? You might as well.
It ain't an excuse, but y'all got spared. Cause that boy I ain't hear that boy have a bad
I got
game
money on
ever.
my mans, man.
Yeah, no, I know.
No,
One thing
stay
about
down.
it. One thing about it. He may have torched y'all, but you would have torched them. I ain't saying that, but he was sure gonna torch y'all.
I wasn't like that then. I was coming along into my own self. I was a freshman that year, so I was getting my feet wet.
Yeah.
So how you feel about like with us having all these new guys? How you feel about leading them and making sure that they trying to stay true to the standards? We got a lot of young guys, and also we got a lot of new people. I think we got like 11 new guys.
Dang.
Something around there, like 11 or 10 new guys. So how has the adjustment been?
Honestly, it's a big adjustment, when you getting a lot of new faces like this. Being here, going on 4 years, I haven't really had an experience to, have the same group of core guys, you know what I'm saying? So I think CJ was probably the longest player here that I played with. He ended up transferring. Hope he has a great, successful career at ECU. But as far as like the main core guys, this is the first time that I've been with a main core guy, and that's Jaylin. But being a senior, I got to be a leader, and that's really the most important thing to me right now. I've proven what I could do on the floor. Now it's about it above my shoulders part. Leading these young guys, showing them the ropes. Giving them opportunity, allowing them to go out and showcase their skills, but also teaching them at the same time. Some kids, they young, they think they know everything, but it's. You ain't been in college. You don't really. It ain't what it seemed. What it used to be like AAU and high school stuff like that. It's bigger and it's more stuff you got to incorporate into the game. So, just giving them my knowledge, sharing my wisdom with them. Guiding them along the way. Being an extension of the head coach on and off the court. So, I'm excited. It's not something I'm new to. I have Jaylin alongside of me, who's also he holds me accountable as well. If I'm doing something wrong, he's gonna call me out on it. And he's also gonna give me my flowers when I'm doing things right.
Well, since it's getting by the end of the show, I was gonna say, what you got for the UCF fans, man? Like, one thing you want to tell them from last year or this year, like, what you got for them, man?
Honestly, man, we appreciate y'all support last year, but this year we're gonna need it even bigger than ever. You know, this is definitely an exciting year. Last year we got our feet wet in the Big 12, and we want to do something special in the Big 12 this year again. And we think y'all support is amazing, and we're not gonna be able to do it without y'all. So please come out and support, and go Knights.
Go Knights.
Charge on. Well, thanks for. You gonna give him you gonna thank him for coming?
Go ahead. One for.
Jesus.
Hey,
Hold
hey,
your
man.
horses, my dude. Nah, we just want to thanks for coming up on the show. Letting us have your little time. You know you're a busy dude. You know you one of the top guards in the country.
Big time, man.
Yeah, but
I gotta go take care of my body, man.
All right, man. That's Darius Johnson, man.